Hello and welcome to the MakingRightChoices.com Learning Library Instructor Role Overview. My name is Jason Franklin and I'll be guiding you through the basic functions of the instructor role today. Now you'll note when you first log into the Learning Library, you automatically start off as a learner in the system. But simply click the Role drop-down menu and whichever roles you have access to within the system will appear. Of course, we're going to be looking at the instructor, so I'll start there. Now you'll also note that the session calendar, session list, and session reports match the tabs within the instructor role. The session calendar page is where you can see your training calendar, add, edit, and duplicate class sessions, assign grades, record attendance, and print session rosters. The session list page is where you can view upcoming and past sessions, edit and duplicate class sessions, assign grades, record attendance, and print session rosters. Finally, the session reports page is where you can view, download, and print reports for your different sessions. You can view the session calendar by default, which is by month, by week, or by day. As you can see, we don't have any sessions set up for August 2012, but as an instructor, you can add sessions or instances of an existing class to the calendar at any time. However, you'll need to speak with your administrator if you need to actually add an entirely new class to the calendar. Your administrator is the only person who can create new classes. So to be clear, you can create sessions for a course that's already within the system. But if you need to create a brand new course, you will need to speak with your administrator. To add a new session to your calendar, click the Add Session button. Then you'll want to fill out all of the class details fields, including the date, start time, and end time. Here you can see within the system that we have two courses that are currently set up for face-to-face or perhaps even a GoToMeeting or WebEx online conference. I'm going to go ahead and select the new employee orientation. I'm going to list my name as the presenter. Then I would put the location of the training event. If this were a GoToMeeting, I would simply write GoToMeeting or WebEx or web conference. But for now, I'm going to pretend that we're setting up a course at a brick and mortar location, perhaps at a district. The number of seats for a particular course is dependent on space within a classroom, or perhaps you have some other reason to limit the size of the course. If that's important to you, limit it. If it's not, don't. I like small classes, so I'm going to put 10 people. If there was a conference link like a GoToMeeting, I would put that here. And of course, for a start date, we're going to put that as the 15th. The end date's going to be the same because this will be a one-day class for 1 hour. We're going to put that time as 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then we're going to go ahead and click Submit. We'll receive a notification that the class session has been saved successfully, if indeed it was saved successfully. If you receive any kind of error message, then you know you need to go back and repeat the process. So now we see that we have set up this new course here. We even see that I'm going to be the instructor for that training. If I click on this session, the session details pane will show me unique information for that particular session. If I have a need to edit this course, I would click the Edit This Class Session icon. And here I could change any information I needed to, and again click Submit. If I wanted to enroll specific users in this section, I would click the Enroll icon. Clicking this button populates all of the users within the system. If instead you want just a particular group to be enrolled, you will need to contact your administrator. But let's say I know exactly who I want to be in this course. I would then scroll to the bottom of the list and click Submit. Now when I click on this session, so now I show that I have 5 users enrolled in my training. However, I can quickly see that I'm going to want to schedule this same session again each month. So what I can do is click the Duplicate This Class Session icon. This will populate all of the same information that I've already placed for this session, including the original start and end dates. Obviously, I will need to go in and change those, so I'm going to hop ahead into September, and this time I'm going to pick Wednesday the 12th, and I will need to update the end date as well. All the rest of the information will remain constant, so I'll go ahead and click Submit. And I can see now if I scroll towards September that I also have the same course there. So let's return to the Sessions Detail window to explain the last two icons that are available to you. Let's say that I have held this new employee orientation and now I want to actually grade the class. I can click the Grade This Class Session icon, and I'll be taken to a screen showing all of the individuals who should have attended the class. Now it may be that some didn't come. It may be that for some reason they failed. It's very unlikely in a new employee orientation that anyone would fail. So I'm going to go ahead and put completed. But instead of selecting a completion status for each member in the group, I can actually select a master completion status by clicking this box and selecting completed, and then clicking the Apply to All link. Doing so immediately changes all of the users enrolled within the training to whatever completion status that you've just selected. To finalize that, I simply click Submit. If everything went well, you'll receive this notification. You can click the Return button. So that completes everything for the session calendar. Let's go ahead and move on to the session list. The session list page contains a comprehensive list of your class sessions. This page allows you to perform the same session management functions as the session calendar page, such as edit, duplicating, and grading. But it organizes the sessions into lists according to when they occurred. So if we had any sessions listed for today, they would be listed here, and we can obviously see our upcoming sessions. We can also view past sessions. On any of these windows, you can use the same functions that I explained in the Sessions Details window, such as editing a session, enrolling users in a specific session, duplicating a particular session, and of course grading the session. So the session list is a valuable way to, again, look at and sort the different sessions that you have for the different courses that your learning library offers. And that's about it for the sessions list. Fairly simple because it uses many of the same functions, again, that you can reach from the session calendar. But let's go ahead and look at session reports. The session reports page shows the report filter settings, current status, and user results for each of your sessions. If you're familiar with the reporter or manager role, then many of these functions will be very familiar to you. For any of your training events, you can look at members who are enrolled or those who have not attempted the training yet. You can look at users who have completed the training. You can of course look at incomplete if that's an important indicator for you. But most often when it comes to face-to-face training, you're really going to be looking at those who have not attempted the training, who are just enrolled, who actually haven't taken the training, or those who have completed. And as with any other reporting screen, you can print this report or export this report to Excel. So that's about it for the instructor role. Again, this is a very quick introduction, and I encourage you to explore the functions of the instructor role more on your own. If you need any further help also, I'd encourage you to contact your administrator or click the How-To Manual link located in the upper right-hand corner of the Learning Library. Clicking this link launches a PDF with instructions very similar to this overview. So that's it. I hope that this brief overview has been helpful to you. If you do have any questions, please reach out to your administrator. And on behalf of everyone at Making Right Choices, I do hope that your training events go well. Take care.